The ancestral Turks and the ancient Chinese have a history of both conflict and diplomacy. The Turkic people originally were a minority in the grasslands of northern China, left behind by the Huns and Xianbei people. Their fate was similar to that of the Huns, who later split. The Turks merged with the Tang and were driven west, eventually integrating with West Asians and later overthrowing the Eastern Roman Empire Byzantium, becoming the Ottoman Turks. Most historians believe that China indirectly caused the fall of both the Western and Eastern Roman empires. During the Han Dynasty, the Chinese drove some of the Huns to Europe, contributing to the fall of the Western Roman Empire. Similarly, during the Tang Dynasty, the Chinese drove the Turks to West Asia, setting the stage for the demise of the Eastern Roman Empire. After Yang Jian established the Sui dynasty, he aimed to eliminate the threat of the northern Turks. The unified Turks also aimed to move south, seeking wealth, population, and land. In 581, the Turkic Khan of Shabiliu united his factions and led 400,000 troops to invade the newly established Sui dynasty. Such invasions were common for the grassland peoples, and the Central Plains dynasties were accustomed to them. If force wasn't used, diplomacy and bribery were often employed. Before this, Emperor Xian of northern Zhou had used a strategy of reconciliation, marrying Princess Qianjin, daughter of King Zhao Yuanzhou, to Khan Shabiliu. Yang Jian had a grudge against Princess Qianjin, as he had killed her father and usurped the northern Zhou throne. Her influence likely contributed to the Turkic invasion. Yang Jian's response involved Changsun Shang, whose son Changsun Wuji and daughter Empress Changsun would become notable figures. Changsun Shang proposed a strategy of befriending distant enemies and attacking nearby threats, effectively mitigating the Turkic invasion risk. His proposal was informed by his experiences. Princess Qianjin, later renamed Princess Dai, was accompanied by Changsun Shang, a martial arts expert admired by Emperor Yuanyan of northern Zhou. Khan Shabiliu also admired him and often took him hunting. During one hunt, Changsun Shang shot 2 eagles with a single arrow, giving rise to the idiom 2 eagles with 1 arrow. While in the northern steppes, Changsun Shang observed potential divisions among the Turkic tribes and Khans. He formed an alliance with Chu Luo Ho, Khan Shabiliu's brother, and reported the Turkic internal divisions to Yang Jian. During Shabiliu Khan's reign, the Turkic Empire had 3 comparable Khans: the Second Khan, the Abu Khan, and the Dadu Khan. There were conflicts over succession, with Apakan at odds with Shabiliu Khan and the Second Khan. Dadu Khan, who controlled western Turkic regions, had allied with the Eastern Roman Empire against Sassanid Persia. Changsun Shang advised Yang Jian to ally with Dadu Khan. Yang Jian agreed with Changsun Shang's suggestion, sending gifts and a wolf-head flag to Dadu Khan to express friendship, while showing more courtesy to Dadu Khan's envoys in front of Shabiliu Khan's envoys. Consequently, Dadu Khan did not assist in the initial Turkic invasion, leading to Shabiliu Khan's defeat. Apakan also faced repeated defeats, and Changsun Shang exploited this to sow discord between Apakan and Shabiliu Khan. In 583, the Turkic schism became public, with Dadu Khan and Apakan forming the Western Turkic Khanate and submitting to the Sui dynasty, launching a counteroffensive against the Eastern Turkic Empire. In 584, under pressure from the Sui and Western Turks, Shabiliu Khan sought peace and became a Sui vassal. The Sui used this northern stability to conquer the southern Chun and unify China. The Second Turkic War against the Sui began in November 588, following Shabiliu Khan's death. His brother Moh Khan, friendly with Changsun Shang, succeeded him but died a year later. Shabiliu Khan's son, Dulan Khan, broke ties with the Sui, while Moh Khan's son, Tuli Khan, allied with the Sui. After conquering Chun, Yang Jian sent the Chen Ho Lord screen to Shabho Khan's wife, Princess Dai, who criticized Yang Jian, causing his displeasure. Tuli Khan promised to kill Princess Dai in exchange for marriage, earning Princess An-yi as his wife and the title Chimin Khan. During the Wanjig War, Sui generals Yang Liang, Gao Jiong, Yang Su, Yen Rong, and Zhou Rahula defeated the Turks. Duran Khan surrendered and was later killed by his men. Dadu Khan reunited the northern steppes. The Third Turkic War against the Sui occurred in April 600, when Dadu Khan invaded the Sui border but was defeated. After this war, the Turks began to disintegrate. In 603, over 10 tribes, including Tiela and Pugu, joined Chimene Khan. In 604, Emperor Yang ascended the throne. 2 years later, he hosted a banquet for northern leaders, showcasing the Hall of Guanfeng, a mobile palace, to intimidate them. Seeing the palace, the northern people submitted. On the western Turkic side, Chimene Khan's son, Chuluo Khan, succeeded him. The Sui further divided the western Turks, supporting the obedient Xinghuan and arranging a marriage for him to defeat Chuluo Khan. Defeated, Chuluo Khan submitted to the Sui. In 611, the Eastern Turks surrendered, and the Western Turks were ruled by a Khan friendly to the Sui, securing the Sui dynasty's northern border.